goes, in our stacks, he flames the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And well worth it, man. Let me tell you.
Austin,
Like, here's the thing. It's like,
yeah.
like skill in Dota is so exponential that I feel lost playing with people like Gunnar, you know? Like, half the games I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, you know? And I've played this game for literally a decade and a half.
Austin, do you agree with Gunnar's assessment? You can be honest here.
No. No, I don't think so. I think both you and Foggy.
Dude, Yanni's is like 5.8k now.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened yet.
He went lower than I did, dude. He decided to. Okay, so I think what ended up happening, no lie, is that him and, you know, similar to how you and I start hanging out more around the time TI comes around.
Yeah.
I think him and Owen
Owen.
started hanging out.
Dude, I was in some party stacks with Owen, and I love playing with Owen. Owen is like the one rare person who I'm always down to play party queue with and lose MMR with because he is so fun to play with. But by God, I know I'm losing a lot of MMR.
his Kaya Yasha Bloodseeker almost tilted me off the face of the earth.
Bloodseeker. All right, guys, we had a bit of a break. I know we're just clowning around a little bit. Honestly, that's the Blitz and Cap specialty. But now that we've gotten through the bit of a remake and we're ready to go, it's Team Liquid versus Team Secret. Game 1, a bounty rune spawning in 15 seconds, and you know there's got to be some sort of clash because there's an alchemist. No one wants to give up the bounty runes for free.
Of course. You want to fight this hero for this rune as Mind Control going to run into the outside here. He's leveled the goo.
Get the Q first, babe. Oh, did you see that?
Nah, he's dead.
It was half an inch away,
he's
but
not
it
dead.
Looks like body block him. Zai standing in front of him, turn around, LSA, and he's not dead.
He's not even close to this. Is not sticky napalm.
Dude, I would be a little bit tilted if my mind control. Mind control should be tilted. You just leveled Viscous Nasal Goo level 1, which I'm totally down with. I actually think that the build by 2 is you get 1-1-0.
Yes,
Viscous Nasal Goo is an incredible spell. But the fact that you got it, level 1, and you didn't get the first blood, because the spear didn't have to be thrown, you know? That was a kill.
And bottom lane, they immediately get the first blood on the GH, who went for the Fire Spirits. And it is going to be a side lane Storm Spirit, something that we've seen more frequently anyways.
Do you think that's going to be good against Elk?
I mean, the thing about side lane Storm is it kind of makes sense in a lot of ways. Like, I'd never do it personally because, you know, I love playing mid, but it does make sense because, especially with the way that pull works now, it not like completely screwing you over. It's much better in the side lane than it used to.
Yeah.
He has a way to push in the lane so that his teammates can pull. He has high armor. He has a good harass ability too. Like, I actually think side lane Storm, it's not, I still don't know if it's ideal, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It like, the biggest drawback is always going to be the experience aspect, right?
Yeah, but like, you can get bottle on the side.
Yeah.
And you get, it's even easier to get runes because you'll get one of the 2 bounties.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, you're against an Alk. You're getting one of the 2 bounties. It's good right here.
LSA lands on a GH, throwing out the Fire Spirits though, with Miracle joining him for this fight. Yapzor and Puppy are going to be forced back. They're going to make sure there's no easy pull into the hard camp. And even getting the Fatal Bonds latched onto 2 of the Trolls. So this is actually not terrible if this this hard camp gets pulled now, as they're going to do so much damage over to Puppy. Meanwhile, mid lane matchup, which I think is advantageous. I thought it was advantageous for Mars. I thought that's the way this mid matchup. And you should know, actually, you're the mid Mars player between the two.
I am
of us.
the mid Mars player.
Yeah, I'm the off lane Mars player, and you're the mid Mars.
Dude, I'm 9-1 with this hero.
Does it beat Ember? Have you played that matchup?
Yeah, it does okay.
Okay.
It does okay. To be fair, I only played it when you could do the one-shot combo, where like no matter what, if people had like 1,000 health, you pinned them to the wall. It was so stupid. I'd play against like Quap's mid, and they couldn't blink out in time. Yeah. I was like, this isn't what my lord intended.
I do know that Ember starts off with low armor, right? So I figure God's Rebuke has got to be a pretty powerful tool in this lane.
The thing about Ember that makes him really good against like most melee heroes is that like your trade mechanic is just so good.
You mean Flame Guard in this aspect?
I mean, if you're Mars, like you always just get to hit over and over again for free. while like
yeah.
simultaneously CSing is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
feel
nothing really trades like that. Whereas like Flame Guard is really good against Mars because A, you can't break through it, and B, like the physical damage, it just isn't there to like pressure the kill. I actually think this matchup might be okay now. First release Mars, let me tell you, like nothing beat that. So,
Yeah.
and I haven't played it since then.
You just really abused it, huh?
I don't know if abused is right.
Yo, Mind Control just had to walk back to lane because
dude,
Weehawk really needs the courier, and Minwan's gonna go for it, but he gets stunned.
He's gonna get outplayed.
Right, a spear from Weehaw.
That's my boy.
It pulls him into the tower.
Oh, my voice cracked. It would have sounded more.
Nisha hopping on in with his taunt. Gonna go for GH, but doesn't actually land the LSA. Ooh, the Blessed Golem Shard was almost enough. Miracle's gonna pull Puppey back in. Miracle, understanding, I guess, the high armor of his hero, was not afraid to fight underneath that tier 1 tower, because at the end of the day, they've already used all their magic spells. 200 HP with 7 armor plus the tower aura.
Yes.
There's actually no way you're gonna die.
Weehaw's getting blocked right now by the Centaur.
Oh,
he's
the
just getting out
haste
micro.
This is just a beautiful opportunity, but this
Oh, my
micro's so
lord.
good from Puppey, but he will manage to get the spear onto Yaps, or a fast kill.
That was still pretty impressive for what
That
it was.
was. I mean,
Puppey blocked a hasted Mars.
yeah.
He probably got them out pretty safe there. Like, there's a good chance that Weehawk can take 2.
So, we haven't seen the top lane matchup a whole lot. It's not much to talk about, but Mind Control did have to walk back to base. Zai actually, I think, won the lane. He's not up by that much CS, but the fact that, like, Mind Control missed out on, like, at least a wave, if not 2 of experience.
Yeah. And the fact that, of course, he had to go for the coup level 1, which pressuring in lane does actually nothing. Oh, man, I can't believe... I thought that was going to be another classic mid-1 moment when he went for the dive.
Yeah.
I was like,
He pops the Sal, diving the tower. That's always such a sick play. When I see mid laners do that, I always think it's so cool.
The person that like I associate that most with is mid-1 too. Like going for those like crazy plays and then he outplays the other mid laner.
Yeah.
Is Kuro immediately going to get the obs dewarded? Shrine up with his mid laner.
Dive away. They need their Warlock back in lane because right now there's 2v2. Miracle and GH being shoved away from the creep wave, and Nisha is free farming. The thing is, Nisha, look, Alchemist does not care so much about the experience. Like, obviously it's nice and stuff, but just being able to have free farm in lane, that's the important thing.
Does he
just
even
hit the creeps.
really care about farm? In the sense of like, you know, 1 CS is technically 2 CS with this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Stop him from getting up the rune. Weehaw is actually going to place the arena. That's a nice placement there.
Yes. That made it impossible for mid-1 to
The
continue.
pullback to Stampede, trying to get Nisha out of here. They're going to go and try and get the Fatal Bonds kill, but I think they're just going to run out of damage. It's on a siege wagon.
Oh,
He's
it's
almost
close.
there, but he gets to the shrine in time.
Oh, can you put...
He went down to like 15 HP.
I'm liking this series so far. Even
Yeah.
though it's been relatively low kill, the excitement's been pretty good for me. I'm feeling it. I know these teams have... they have history because the majority of the lineups have just stayed similar for such a long time, and Liquid has largely struggled with Secret. Aside from at TI, where they were able to knock them out in the year that they won and ran the table, of course.
Be just the previously having captaining Kuro.
Yeah, it's weird to think about.
Yeah.
It seems like that TI
that
5
Kuro
team
would
is,
ever
like,
be
so
in a
far.
position where he's not the captain.
Yes. But this was my most hype series that I was looking forward to. A lot of history between these teams.
Absolutely. This is the
High skill level. You know you're going to see some wild drafting.
Oh, locked him down as he tries to dive away, and Minwan's going to look for that extra kill as well, Kuro.
Dude, Puppey's micro is gross good.
They almost got the storm.
He is... It's actually insane.
Yeah. All right, well, they're going to give Nisha some space in the mid lane with the double bracer, phase boots. Yeah, stuff like this, like the double bracers build. Okay, they're still going to go for Kuro. They could have gone for him earlier, but Yapzor, he's got the Dragon Slave up in a second here. GH is going to try and make sure that Yapzor dies as an exchange, and real men just don't watch the kill, I guess. Oh,
The
just
stun
walks
by
away from
Puppy?
it. The stun from Centaur, that might be enough for Mid1 to be able to get away. Weehaw has a spear up in 5 seconds, but I think Mid1 is healthy enough to start being
This is what I
used.
meant about their kill condition on the Mars, or on the Ember Spirit being the pull into.
Yeah.
It's so clunky.
Yeah.
It's so clunky.
And they didn't solve that with their last pick.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, the bristle
bristle.
back. No, literally the no stun hero.
When you put it like that.
Like, we actually never talked. We said this is the kind of a problem, and then their last pick did not address that problem whatsoever.
You don't know that for sure.
We'll see. Maybe he goes Rod of Atos or something. Stampede trying to get the kill. Such a heavy rotation, and this is the thing. This is why I love watching Mid1 Ember Spirit. He does not care about sitting in his lane. He will move around and make kills happen.
Could you imagine if it was like the
map.
VP situation where he just farmed for
Yeah,
25
yeah,
minutes?
yeah.
First item, Battle Fury.
Please. Well, we're gonna definitely see some fireworks with the 10-minute tomes coming up. You've got 2 supports on Team Liquid that are super dependent on their ultimates. In the Golem as well as the Egg. 4-3, Secret holding a serious advantage off of this laning phase, but it is an Alchemist lineup. So,
Of course. It's hard to.
you think they should be up by 3K? Might be a little high, I'm not sure.
I think it's a little.
Yeah.
Considering like if you would see like where the Alch would really be without all the gold bonus and all that.
What a spear from Weehaw, even though it doesn't really change anything, because Kuro still dies and Mid1's not actually going to fall in return.
Oh, he might here. He's thinking about
Maybe.
popping the ulti.
Yeah, I don't think he's close enough to be able to get that arena.
He really wanted that one. His mid lane.
Meanwhile, mid lane dive. Miracle trying to get the kill on the YapzOr. YapzOr not left with any man. Actually had the last little stick charge. Hits him with the LSA. A beautiful play from YapzOr. He still dies, but it's enough to be able to get Nisha the kill on Miracle in return.
Obviously worth it too, because now the Alch is going to hit a very good minions timing.
Yeah. This is going to be a fast one for sure.
Going to pop the ulti so that the Fire Spirits, he wants his catapult, and he's going to get it. He's hit this really good timing where Centaur ult popped top lane. It's
They
gonna
just
be
keep on
mind
running
control.
in mind control with these stampedes. Zai and Mid1 combined together. It's just a bit too much burst damage for a Bristleback to deal with. He's going to get a lot of quill damage out before
You say that.
he dies, but oh, Mid1. He still does not have shackles, so he wasn't able to get that kill quite as fast as he was hoping for. Miracle's going to try and get the turnaround kill onto Zai. Mind control finally does die underneath the tier 1 tower.
One spirit.
The 2 mid laners kind of ignoring each other as they both kill an off lane.
I love seeing like all 3 spirits in the game. That's my favorite. What?
What?
I don't know. Like, I feel like an affinity towards them. I am the 4th spirit.
Aren't you just the Storm Spirit?
Nah,
You don't really... Wait, you said you do play Ember.
I do play him, but like not well. But like I'm aspiring to.
You don't play Earth Spirit.
Not well, but
So how can you possibly have an affinity to all of them? YapzOr is going to be caught by an Invis rune from Weehaw. He's taking his time, trying
Dude.
to make sure he gets the right spear.
Oh,
Don't.
don't rush it. Don't rush it, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Be
Just
calm.
make sure
Here
you
we
get
go.
it. There you go.
He's not getting this kill.
Oh,
no, he's
will.
good.
Miracle.
He won't get a solo, but it's always so funny. Like, my favorite Twitch chat meme is the I'm spear number 347. That's
Tell my... It all started with the bottom Mirana, right?
yeah.
Tell my brother, arrow number 342. 76.
You guys can spam that one. I'll try not to get you banned.
2,000 net worth. 2,000 experience lead for Team Secret, which is always kind of be one of the better markers of how this game is going when an Alch is involved. Weehaw went for movement speed, by the way, over the H2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting. I almost universally go the ace rank.
same.
Benefits your HP, makes you crit for more.
Also, it's hard to say, like,
Very cool.
I want to win lanes for my talent. also back, just trying to keep his back to mid-1 as best as possible. He does have GH behind him. GH, is he going to be able to save him? Well, he doesn't have Sunray, so he has no heal, and with Fire Spirit still on cooldown for a second here, Mind Control running back into him. There's just nowhere he can hide, nowhere he can run to, and there's the Radiance from Nisha. He made that rotation knowing he was going to be quite strong with Radiance pick up, forcing this tier 1 tower.
All right, this timing for... a lot of Liquid's heroes rely on right-clicking, and now you have the evasion of the Ratty, which is especially good against Storm, by the way, because, I mean, Storm gets BKB, yes, but he doesn't really, aside from blocking, you'll have ways to break that pretty easily.
LSA lands on a miracle. Really great setup from mid-1 and Yapsor. Just chains into LSA. Miracle. He may have gotten the tower, but mid-1 just keeps on racking up the kills. And for me, like, it's impressive that he's ahead of the Mars with how many kills he's getting. It's like the Game 1 mid-1 no one Invoker. The Quasrex Invoker that we saw, that like he was able to not go the Midas because he was getting so many kills around the map. And as you kind of called it, like, you can itemize pretty well against this team. We're going to see the pipe being built by Mind Control.
Although I'm not really seeing, I mean, you were trying to get me to justify it, but I'm not quite seeing it yet. As the creeps block out for the bounty rune, and Puppey, is he going to die for this? No, the stun's going to get laid out. Weehaw
still has this double damage on Weehaw, but he just can't do enough. Long jump over to Nisha. They're going to try and blow him up. They do have the Supernova immediately laid out. Weehaw still managed to get a kill on a Puppey. Nisha, dropped the goal.
Right, they've got him. They got him.
That the egg still hits him with the stun. They wanted that Alchemist dead, and they got him. But are they going to lose a fight as a result? Zai just kind of barreling in here, but he's taking so much damage, especially with the golem already out. Zai's just going to die like that. The triple jump in from mid-1 is going to be able to get the kill on a Miracle, but now he's being chased out. He's already committed most of his remnants. He's not going to be able to get away as Weehaw shows up with his double damage still intact. After that top lane kill on the Chen, shows up just in time to get a 4th kill for Team Liquid.
That was one of those, like, I don't know if you want to take that fight after Nisha died. And mid-1 really pushed it there. He stuck around.
I mean, it was just like such a weird way for Zai to just kind of like run in.
Yeah, Zai's was the funniest
I don't care about
death.
the golem, and he's already at half health.
Zai ran in, he didn't really know what to do. He stunned in a general area, and then he double-edged the golem. He's like, screw this.
Yeah, that was not great.
It happens to the best of us.
As a result. Well, Zai, he's going to finish off this tower. That is the one thing you just cannot stop Centaur pushes, you know, in some ways. Like, you try and protect your mid tower as much as possible, but a Centaur just showing up every once in a while.
He's going to walk in with return.
Yeah, just with the retaliate, just either activates it or even just chips it away off of just getting hit by the tower. Like, how do you stop that? The answer is you don't. And you lose your mid tower. And Team Secret, as a result, get more space for the Alchemist to be able to continue his ascent in the net worth. He's going for second item, BKB, instead of the Blink Dagger, which I think is more common.
I mean, the Blink's really common just because it kind of sucks that your team spent the last, like, 20 minutes watching you farm and, like, stacking for you, and then you're like, more.
I need more. Oh, missed the spear. The Stampede going out. Nisha thinking he can actually go for a fight, and it's just going to force out the Arena Blood from Mars.
Oh, I thought the stun might just, like, land against the wall.
This has been a rough time. Oh, okay, he lives. Mind Control does not die. It's in the Ember Spirit. 0, 3, and 4. That would have been a 4th death in 18 minutes from Mind Control. You don't hear that too often. Fortunately, he lived just by a sliver. You know what that was? That was the 12% magic resistance he has from 2 bracers.
You're not wrong.
So for Yapsor, the classic 4 position of Team Secret.
Yeah, I think that bottom fight actually necessitated the BKB for Nisha. Remember that game he played Morph? It was like the one bad game I've seen Nisha have.
Yeah.
And he just never bought BKB on Morph until it was too late, and then they lost. that is learning from experience. That's burning a hole in your head and saying, like, I will never lose because I didn't get BKB early enough. Because realistically, at that bottom fight where they like 4-on-1 them, if he has BKB, is he dying there? Probably not.
No, certainly not.
Because they literally have no stuns. That part helps.
Yeah. In a weird way, it's like BKB, like it doesn't help you farm, but it kind of does in a way, because you can farm more aggressively, knowing you've got that safety button.
Yes, and it's very interesting though, like the meta nowadays, or at least what I've observed so far is like building these like early BKBs. Maybe this is just like a Monet Nisha thing, but so far we've seen like the reactive, like, let's get him just in case.
He's not going to be able to get the stomp. They do have the sun ray into the spear. The arena goes out. Benisha's already inside of that arena and will be able to finish off Curl. They do actually have the egg on the side here. Min1's going to try and deal with it as best as possible. The BKB activated by Nisha. Make sure that that egg does die. Zai in the trees trying to get away from Miracle. They hit the heels into the LSA
He's still
to finish
alive.
off the mid, and he's going to stay alive through all of this one. Mind Control, the last alive for Team Liquid, but a very, very healthy Secret will run him down. An ultra kill for Nisha, and this is exactly what it feels like to play against an Alchemist right now. You didn't shut him down enough, and now he's got Radiant's BKB, and he's ready to fight, and you can't fight back.
I mean, they went all in for Zai right there.
Yeah.
That was not an easy target whatsoever. Plus he has the value buckler for the armor as well. Like, was not an easy kill. They committed in. And this has not been, I feel like, Miracle's best showing.
No. It hasn't been Mind Control's best showing either.
And the Bristleback pick just continues to be a little bit of a head scratcher, honestly.
Yeah.
We felt like they needed a little bit more lockdown in a core, and they went the exact opposite. They went for the least lockdown.
They went for a single target slow.
You hear Mind Control, he's
Chen.
like suggesting it. He's like, Kuro, I think we might need a disable of any sort. And Kuro just like pings goo.
Dude, I can't believe Chen is being let through because of, like, this ridiculousness. Fortunately, Liquid is not like super focused on magic damage, but they still have enough that this mass magic resistance. Pipe and 4 creeps with magic resistance.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It does make it so that the storm doesn't count.
Yeah, and you've always told me that's like one of the ways you beat Storm, right? Make it so you don't die to a zip in, pull back, static remnant combo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, that's one of the counters to Storm. Take no magic damage. I was like, yeah, dude, I could've like, you didn't need me to tell you that one.
Liquid, they're in a rough spot right now.
Yes. You know, we don't have to mince words. This is gonna be a hard climb to get back into.
Yes.
The way that you would have to do it, I think, is you actually need, and this is the painful part, you need to extend the game.
Yes. Yes, you do. And you have to try and get pickoffs like this one. The Storm Spirit's going to get there, but it doesn't get the grab in time. And the Ember Spirit's able to get away, but not before he got the chains on the 2 of them. But they're actually going to give up on their TPs. They're just going to keep pushing. They're going to force Liquid back right now, not allow them the time to get that tier 2. Karo's
this is
in
pretty
trouble,
significant.
though. Mid one.
They need his rock.
They definitely need his rock to be able to defend. And it is now not available for 30 seconds unless he's going to buy back here. We saw Mind Control was setting himself up to be able to cut waves. Weehaw is doing something similar here in mid. Fortunately, he's got a great hero to do it. He'd actually pulled the wave. He just 1-2 shot it all the time. Blinks before he gets stampeded on. Gives him a little bit of taunt action.
That bottom fight, by the way, where they try to do like the pin around the ring, the Mars ulti, the real counter to it is you just hide around trees.
Yeah.
Because he will always pop you into a tree before he pops you into his ulti.
Yeah.
It's really annoying for Mars players to like play around that fact.
Oftentimes it's like Mars has like, they managed
Go
to find
for
the
it.
opening into the spear, the pullback spear combo. Is that going to be enough stuns? It's not. He managed to get the slight jump over to the high ground, the stun onto Miracle. They do manage to get a successful egg explosion, but when you don't have any damage to back it up, what does it matter? Nisha is an indestructible beast at this point in time. He's got the Radiance, he's got the AC BKB. And on top of all of that, he's got a second life as well. So he's just going to go for it. Keep moving. Oh, Zai. A stomp out onto Kuro. Not going to be saved in time. If anything, this is the death of Weeha as well. Mind Control tries to approach, immediately gets School Sceptered up. Now they dove in pretty deep, and that's where Miracle's hoping to be able to take advantage of, but Miracle's just getting locked out immediately. Nisha holding on to the stun a little bit longer, throws it after the Warlock while Midwa chases down GH, who has a buyback, but what's the point, honestly, when your Storm Spirit has no buyback, is dead for 60 seconds, and your Weeha Mars is dead for 30.
They don't have an answer to either of the cores.
They don't.
They
really thought they did, but they do not.
I will say, by the way, what I was going to mention, okay, Zai's just... Did you see the taunt?
The
he lifted his hooves.
Standstill taunt.
Wow, that's a new one.
I have all this movement speed, but I'm not going to move an inch while I taunt you.
That is a new way to taunt.
That's beautiful.
I legit haven't seen that before.
In this Storm Spirit, I mean, he just does no damage when he zips in. You can try and go for the Bristleback here. I say try, but honestly, they make it look real easily. There is no try, there is just do.
And the AC is out.
Double damage on mid one. Jump in, finish off Kuro. Jump away if you need to. Honestly, he doesn't need to because the Chen heal is going to make nice and healthy, and GH is to kind of try and get over to the side here. The Supernova, he can pop at any time, but he doesn't want to use it in that sort of situation, so instead he just dies to the slight of mid one. Who's now level 20, has had such a successful game here. Level 20 by 25 minutes in. And how does Liquid hold? It's looking like it's just going to be 2 lanes of barracks, and if they're not careful, they're just going to bleed away more and more kills. The Sun Ray not doing enough to be able to heal up Weeha, and it's just tickling Nisha. Chain. Ain't to stop from Zai. The chain stuns just keep on coming on a Miracle, and this is a Supernova that's gonna get wasted by Nisha, who's gonna ignore that hero and throw the concoction over to the Bristleback to make sure that they wipe Team Liquid. Team Secret establishing dominance here over Liquid in Game 1.
This was a pace that they set.
Yeah.
I love, by the way, my favorite metric I always bring up is more than a kill a minute.
Yes.
I love that. That tells you that one team was just down to battle. They're like, you are so far behind. And you know what the funny part is? Like, both these captains are often known for like